Hey everybody, we had a big new release come out about a week and a half ago, and I wanted to take a second and just introduce two of those main features that came out in that release that I think are going to be really powerful for you and the rest of the communities that we're supporting. And those two features are team notes and omni-channel or multi-channel communication. So I want to give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth demo of those features in action and also talk through some of the use cases we think are going to be really powerful for you as you use and deploy the app at your locations a little bit more aggressively over the next couple months. So let's take a look at the demo and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, so the first one of those two features I really want to show you guys or hone in on is the team note. So the team note can be done either on the web or on the Carely Community mobile app. The first place I'm going to show you is on the web. So once you're in your location, you're actually going to go to your care circles list. So today, team notes really can only be done in a care circle or from a resident's care feed. Eventually, we're going to be adding team notes at the community level, so we can send general items to everyone. But for now, they're just accessible within the resident profile. So I'm going to click on Michael Smith. And from Michael Smith's care feed, I'm at the same process as before, where I would create a care feed post. But in this case, I'm going to click the purple plus button, and I'm going to create a team note. So you can see those two different options here. Before we only had one option. Now we have this team note as a second option. So I'm going to click on team note. I'm going to click next, and I'm going to put an update in here. So in this case, there's a lot of different use cases we believe for this, but anything you need to do to share an update related to Michael Smith, maybe related to his family, that you really only want to share internally. So maybe an encounter with a family, and then we could click a note type. So in this case, it's an in-person encounter. So whatever type, however you describe that interaction, you can list that there just for categorizing. And then we could add a photo if we needed to. In most cases, you're probably not for team notes, but then it would post that. So the same sort of process as creating a care feed note. The only difference is that this post within Michael Smith's care feed is not going to be shared with any family members. So it's going to stay internal to our team. So everybody that's using that Carely Community mobile app at Blue Rover Valley Living is going to get the same type of notification on their phone saying there's a new post, there's a team note on Michael Smith's care feed, and to click and look at it. The other cool part about this is now we can internally have a discussion about whatever this team note is. So if this is a progress update or it's a heads up about something related to a family member, we can as a team now have a conversation about it. So just like we could with any family post, we can add reactions, we can comment, you name it. So we think this is a really powerful tool, and it's kind of the start of Carely Community being really utilized by you and your teams even more than just as a family relationship and family communication tool, especially as we add that community-wide posting. The other place you'll see that note pop up is going to be on that community feed, which we've added. That's going to appear there as well too, which you'd be able to comment and navigate from. The other place obviously that you can see team notes is going to be in the Carely Community mobile app. So if you look over here at my phone screen, I'll just show you briefly where it shows up. If I click on care circles and again Michael Smith, not only can we see that team note posted there as well, but I can create a team note from the mobile app as well too. So same process as the web, we can create that. We're really excited to see you guys use this. We think it's going to be a really powerful efficiency tool for you guys in the community. Again, you're not at your desks. This is not a desk job. So communicating via email isn't always the most efficient pathway to get a hold of somebody or to let the team know that something's going on. You want to make sure that everybody's on the same page as it relates to resident interactions and family interactions and conversations. Maybe you picked up the phone and it was the Smith family. You want to communicate that conversation to the rest of the team so that everybody's in the loop. Team notes are a great way to do that. Okay, the second thing I want to go over is omni-channel communication. This is really important for you guys to understand. Omni-channel communication was our solution for the fact that we just never will get 100% of your families to download our family app. No matter how amazing it is, no matter what it does, if it printed money out of your phone, still 100% of families wouldn't download it, and that's just the facts. And you guys know this better than anybody. Whether they don't have a smartphone or they just don't want to download it, the excuses go on and on, but we've got to accommodate for that if we want Carely Community to be a tool that you guys can really rely on to communicate and engage with your families. So what we've done is we've added omni-channel communication. Now this is really cool. So if I click on Care Circles, I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like. And I click on a care circle, so let's say Michael Smith in this case. You're now going to see two different categories of family members. You're going to see joined family members and you're going to see invited family members. So those joined family members are the ones that actually joined the family app. So they were invited either by a family member or by us. They accepted the invite and they downloaded the family app. They got on board. Great. They can now interact with the family app, see the posts, comment on the post, etc. But for those that don't invite the family app, what do? Well, we're now going to at least list them here. So under invited, you can see that Andrew Fleener in this case was invited to join the app by us, but he hasn't accepted the invite. He hasn't joined the app. But for Andrew, that's not going to prevent him from still being able to see and get the communication from us at the community level. So what we're doing now is based on what that person's preference is, so in this case probably email, if we create a community-wide post or we create a care feed post for the Smith family, it's going to go to Jared and Mike via the family app. As you can see, they've joined. But it's also going to go to Andrew in his preferred method of communication. So if that's email, he's going to get an email with that post in it. He's going to be able to click on it. He's going to be able to see it. He's going to be able to see the interactions and the comments. He's going to be able to participate as if he's got the app. Awesome, right? He's going to be able to interact just like anybody else. This is going to be great for the communities. This is going to be great for you as team members. Now, the use cases are going to grow, I think, even more than we've already got. But initially, we're thinking if you need to send out community-wide alerts and you need to make sure that 100% of your families are getting that message, you can now rely on Carely to do it. All of this comes down to your Care Circles list. We've got to make sure that, one, all your residents are there, but two, that you guys are going in and making sure that you've got contacts listed for those. So for Adrian Jimenez, if we don't have any family members listed here, there's nobody to send the message to. So for us, we've really got to make sure we click on this care circle icon and then we invite people to join. That's going to be the critical piece to this. But once we get that going, once we make sure we're inviting family members, making sure those contact lists are up to date and as big as possible, we can now rely very heavily on Carely Community to disseminate information both at the community level via community-wide posts, right here, or even at the family level via a care feed post. So really excited about that. Please give me your feedback. If you're using that and you've got some ideas on how to improve it or other ways that we could utilize it, please let me know. We're starting to collect as many use cases as we can. That's really critical for us as we go forward, making onboarding easier for you guys. Documenting those is really, really helpful. So please send those back to me as a reply to this email that I sent this video in. That's incredibly helpful. Also, if you just want to chat, you can email me at mike@care.ly. We can set up a call and I can walk you or your teams through this if you want to go a little deeper dive. So thank you guys so much. Hope this was helpful. Hope it was provided a little more clarity on some of those features that came out. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys use these over the next couple weeks. Thanks.